All right, let's jump right in. Today, we're popping the hood on a really fascinating piece of tech that solves a massive headache literally all of us have dealt with at some point. We're doing a deep dive into Pixeva to see exactly how their AI matches guest photos at huge events. We're talking high-level math and instant processing that is basically changing the game for how we share memories.
Okay, so let's set the scene. Have you ever been to an incredible wedding? You had an absolute blast, and then a few days later, the post-event group chat just goes totally crickets. You know exactly what I'm talking about, right? People text, hey, send me that photo of us, maybe 50 times. A few compressed, blurry images get passed around, and then everyone just gives up. Why? Because, honestly, nobody wants to dig through an endless mountain of photos just to find the 3 shots where their eyes are actually open.
2,400. That number is the heart of the whole problem. That's the size of the giant folder of unseen photos a photographer typically delivers after a big event. It creates this very real phenomenon known as the gallery nobody finishes. It's basically a massive digital dumping ground. And sadly, it's where your best memories usually go to die.
So here's our roadmap for today. First, we'll look at the event photo problem. Second, the selfie search solution. Third, the tech, specifically vector embeddings. Fourth, smart clustering and emotions. And finally, privacy and data security.
Part 1, the event photo problem.
Just picture this. You're at a beautiful wedding, say 300 guests. There are 40 different smartphones capturing moments all night, plus the professional photographer. We are talking thousands of photos. But 3 weeks later, when that link finally goes out, guests start scrolling, hunting for themselves. And the data shows us that most people just give up around photo number 200, which means the absolute best candid shots of you laughing with your friends are probably sitting at like photo number 1800, unseen forever.
Part 2, the selfie search solution. So how do we fix it? Well, the user journey here is beautifully simple. Just 3 quick steps. First, you create one shared album for the whole event. Second, everyone uploads their photos into that single space, so no more fragmented group chats. And third, to find your photos, you just take a selfie. And what's really amazing here is that there are absolutely no app downloads required. 0. The whole shebang runs right in your web browser.
And when you take that selfie, 1.8. That's the number of seconds it takes for a guest to scan their face and instantly pull up every single photo they appear in, out of thousands of images. Just think about that for a second. You go from manually scrolling for hours, getting a headache, to getting your personalized gallery in under 2 seconds. It's wild.
Part 3, the tech vector embeddings. Now, what's really interesting here is how it actually works. Instead of just, looking at a picture of your face the way you or I would, the AI uses what's called deep image embeddings. It literally translates your face into complex, high-dimensional mathematical coordinates. It uses these vision transformer backends to map out the unique geometry of your features the exact second a photo is uploaded. So, to the system, you're no longer just a face in a crowd, you are a highly specific mathematical vector. And once your selfie turns your face into that coordinate, the system relies on a cosine distance match. This is the algorithmic calculation that takes your selfie's vector score and compares it against the thousands of vector scores already indexed in that massive gallery. Basically, it's looking for the exact mathematical distance between coordinates to instantly and flawlessly identify exactly where you are in the dataset. And the processing power required to actually pull this off is just staggering. These vector scores return matches in under 50 milliseconds. When you tap submit on your selfie, this massive, complex mathematical sorting operation happens in a fraction of a blink of an eye. And this is where it gets really crazy. Despite that blistering sub-50 millisecond speed, the facial match accuracy remains at an astonishing 99.2%. The AI can find you even if you're way deep in the background of a group shot, or, if the photo was taken from a really weird angle. It's incredibly robust.
Part 4. Smart clustering and emotions.
Now, because it's processing all these facial vectors on upload, Pixeva can create what they call smart albums. And this requires absolutely 0 manual tagging from the host. It automatically groups recurring guests together. It auto-generates personalized VIP albums for, say, speakers or the groomsmen. Actually, it's even smart enough to merge twins or very similar-looking family members. Plus, it actively ranks and surfaces the highest quality, sharpest shots first. It's literally like having an invisible assistant organizing your entire event in real time. But wait, It gets cooler. The AI isn't just detecting your facial structure, it's actually registering your expressions. Guests can filter their photo results by how they felt in the moment, so you can look for your happy and joyful shots from the dance floor, your candid smiles during dinner, or your calm and attentive moments during the speeches. It adds this entirely new emotional layer to memory retrieval that we just haven't seen before.
Part 5. Privacy and Data Security. Now, we have to address the elephant in the room. When you're dealing with biometric data, trust is absolutely crucial. So, the key point here is that guest selfies are processed strictly in memory for live matching, and they are instantly deleted post-scan. When you upload that selfie to find your photos, your personal biometric data is never stored on a hard drive. It's never sold. Actually, it's completely wiped from existence the moment that 1.8-second search is finished.
When you contrast that with traditional photo sharing, the difference is night and day. In the old-school way, photos live on random group chat servers and unencrypted devices forever, completely vulnerable. But Pixeva's infrastructure requires explicit biometric consent. It uses enterprise-grade AES 256 encryption, it completely isolates the data per individual event, and it's fully GDPR compliant. We are talking lockdown, zero-retention privacy.
Which leaves us with this final thought. We've seen how these vector embeddings and smart clustering can take 2,400 scattered photos and instantly hand you your specific memories in 1.8 seconds, all while completely protecting your data. So with AI making memory delivery this secure and instantaneous, how is it going to change the way you experience your next big event? Are you finally going to put your phone away and just enjoy the moment, knowing the AI's got your back and will find you later? Thanks so much for joining me for this explainer, and keep exploring.